Hello everyone, this is Kira, and today I want to do some small guide towards the new key, the Academ. And let's go through my vote, and I will be explaining why we're pulling this, what mobs are doing exactly for start of the next season, so it will be easier for you to do your weeklies and to not brief the keys or to help your teammates to let know what to do in the dungeon. So from start we're skipping this first two packs. The first pool is usually Bloodless pool, and here we have actually four different mobs. These smallies are just jumping and doing some small random damage. This big guy will be casting frontal, same as in Cinderbrew, the Bazooka cast. You can outrange it, but the cast is like 50 yards, so it's like very hard to outrange and very unlikely to outrange. Also here will be caster. It will be like the blue nameplate. It will be casting. I think you need like 3 melee kicks to be able to kick it, so you will be just doing like stops, etc. If the cast will be going through, it will do a lot of damage to the targeted guy, and also after this, this mob will get one extra stack on top of him, and whenever these mobs are dying, they are exploding and they're putting the dot on the group, same as in Floodgate, the bombs. So ideally you want to kick. Otherwise, the cast will go through and most likely one-shot the guy, and at the same time, when the mob will be dying, he will also put the stronger debuff on the group. And also here is this mob, this like big guy. As you can see here is a timer for like 6 seconds. It is doing some small AoE damage. He repulled everything. We wanted to like do some crazy pull, but in general, this pull is way smaller. So second pool. Oh, actually the third mob also, it is like the tank mob. He is only like melee hitting, and whenever this mob is going below 50% his HP, he is going in rage, that is increasing his damage. If your teammate will soothe it once, it will never get enraged again. So this is the cast that you need to kick. Some poops on the floor to dodge. And also this big guy, this will be the frontal right now on the one guy. You just want to not put this frontal on someone else. And also this guy has a circle, like targeted ability. Right now it's on mage, you see the debuff. And this debuff healer just need to heal, so nothing special. So the second pool is supposed to be like this pack plus these two mobs and like the pool that we pulled before, but it's whatever. This first boss, you will have debuff on 2 people at a time. As you can see here, I have the list, the Vicar with the list. The boss will target 2 people with debuff, and after this he will target 2 other people with debuff that didn't have debuff before. So it's kinda the same as Giga's up on the last boss of Floodgate. This boss is spamming mobs. It will be like mobs from 3 different sides and 6 mobs total. These mobs you need to kill very fast. They're increasing damage of the jump after every jump they're doing, and right now we will see the 2 circles, the debuffs. With these debuffs you need to spread, and you will poop on the floor, so you kind of want to put it far or under the boss, but not stack them. So Vicar is saying that right now it was on Supreme and on Rested Druid, and next one will be on Mage and on Yergi. You can also press Immunity, and this is a big healing debuff that healer need to heal. Right now it will be mobs again. It is only 2 waves of debuffs and 2 waves of mobs per phase. So right now we need to kill these mobs. And second add wave you need to kill before the end of this cast. Otherwise, everything that is close to the boss and in the circle of the boss will get insta-killed, and boss will get damage buff for 1.5 minutes. Like if mobs will not die before this time and if they will be staying in the circle. And boss will also get healed. So nothing can be in this boss circle. It cannot be mobs from the boss, it cannot be old mobs from the boss, it cannot be trash that you're pulling on top of the boss, and you also cannot move on top of the circle. These poops are also slowing like other mobs and slowing players and doing a lot of damage to players. So the reason why you want to go far or under the boss to not have circles on top of the mobs. And shitting like under the boss kind of makes sense, because you cannot go on top of the boss anyway, so you will have more space this way. So on this boss nothing else is happening. And after this boss, we will see new mobs. Here we're doing skip again. So here is this mob, the Sentinel. We'll play a few more Sentinels later. So basically what mob is doing, he has 50% HP and the rest 50% is his shield. When we're breaking this shield, he starts doing random damage to players every 1.5 seconds. And this ability, it is the tank frontal. This tank frontal is doing a lot of damage and applying the dot for 10 seconds, but as tank you can also outrun it, and outrange it. So on 50%, it is start ramping and doing a lot of damage, so ideally you want to hold your cities till 50% of this mob to kill him fast when he phases. And that's it. This mob is the mob from the first pull. On 50% he's getting enraged, so whenever I will pull him, he will instantly be enraged. This one caster is just caster that is casting very often, and you need to kick it all the time. This caster is the caster that is jumping, same as in Theater of Pain, Gorge boss, those mobs. It is jumping and it has very, very long cast, 24 seconds, every 24 seconds, so one range can kick it solo. And if this cast will go through, it will be very, very massive AoE damage to the group and potentially maybe one shot. The third mob here, it's the Tank mob, it's Phase Blade. This mob is just doing a lot of damage, and also it is getting a debuff. And whenever he's getting the debuff, he is increasing his attack power, so tank is taking more damage, and that's when you need to press defensives. This mob, it's kinda same as Floodgate mob. You know, those mobs that are jumping. So it's nothing to do. You can do a stop, so it will not jump, but in general, you can just dodge the circle and the frontal, and that's it. So Arcane Bolt, we need to kick all the time. Right now, these two mobs, you see, this is the buff. It is increasing attack power, so this is when you want to press defensive. I'm tracking it here as a bars, and also have TTS Vicara that is tracking, that is saying TTS voice buffs, right? And here is the Vicara next lip. It is lipping on random player, and you don't really want to stack, otherwise it will cliff players, and that is doing a lot of damage. Ideally, you want to also pre-move to be able to dodge it, same as in Gorchip. In higher key level, it will do more and more. So here we're playing the Sentinel, and this is the tank kit, the tank frontal. This tank frontal you can also outrange, but also you need to, and dot for 10 seconds, yeah? And also make sure to not put it on the players. And right now we will phase. So here I'm outranging on the with horse, and right now we're phasing mob, we're breaking the shield, and it will be fast intermission. This is intermission cast. And right now he will start doing damage. He got this buff and he is doing random damage every 1.5 seconds on the group. So here you just need to heal it all the time. The bad part about this, that you can get targeted twice in a row. So every 1.5 seconds you can be targeted twice, and healer will not be able to top you after 1.5 seconds. So ideally what you want to do, you want to press defensive after you got a hit already, to prevent death when you are getting 2 hits in a row. And this cast is the cast that is one shot, and it's every 24 seconds. This zap, this you need to kick, and that's it. So here is nothing new, the same mobs. I will just skip this pull. Here is the same. This is hard pull, the Sentinel again. I'm skipping this pull also. After we will kill pack in the middle. We need to kill all mobs in the middle. Boss will start activating, and this boss activation is knocking you. So make sure to not stay close to the pack or something, or you will get knocked if you're staying too close to the boss. Here we are last in this boss on pool. That's why we're playing extra pack on top of the boss. This boss has few mechanics. First mechanic is Rift Cloud. This is the tank kit, very massive tank kit, and after this it will apply the blade on tank. You can dwarf this blade, you can bubble this blade, you can immune it. So it is 2 seconds cast, 2 second cast, just need to press massive defensive, and that's it. And 8 second blade dot. So the next mechanic will be the javelin. It is going on 2 people, and you should not stack these circles, but at the same time you kinda want to overlap them. like put one circle on top of the other, but don't put your circle on top of the other circle, like on top of the other guy. But you can put it on the circle, right? Just to put it like closer and put boss like between them to be able to cliff everything. This javelin is working the same way as the debuffs on the first boss. It will be only 2 sets of javelin, and it cannot target the same person twice. So it will be like 2 people into 2 people. It is not going on tank also. So we are like trying to overlap them a little bit, and this you need to kill as fast as possible. People are slowed and rooted, they cannot move from this circle, and they're getting this debuff, and this debuff is ramping. You will see here, it's 1 stack right now, into 2 stacks, into like 3 stacks, and boss is getting the strikes. The strikes targeting 1 player, right now it's on Yargi, and this is, boss will charge towards this player, and it will do like some damage and apply the debuff on it. And if it is on the guy with javelin, it is like pretty important to press big defensive. Like here is a Vicar showing on who it is, right? Here is the debuff also, and Yargi is like slash say that it is on him. So we killed everything, it is going through on Yargi, and Yargi is getting the debuff, as you can see here, and it's like some small damage. Tank it again, and after it is phase. Like the first phase of the boss is only 1 javelin, and right now it's intermission. On intermission, it will be the same drop strike, but it will be on 3 players with 1 second between them, and you need to put that line through the boss. So as you can see here, the Vicary says that you have 6 stacks of the boss, 6 out of 6, and that means that you need to put 6 lines through the boss. So it will be 2 sets of 3 people going through the boss. So I'm going through the boss, and after this it will be Greg into Yargi. Right now it's 5 out of 6, you see? You just need to make sure that your line will not be going through other guys, otherwise you will put debuff from them, and also it can be that you will put the debuff like through someone, and after that guy will also have the debuff and he will get 2 stacks. Like 2 stacks is very, very big danger. So right now it will be second set, Yargi, Druid, me. You see, Yargi got 2 stacks and he almost died here. And right now it is like the damage, like it is not a damage ramp, it is just you being able to hit 2 targets, and that's it for 15 seconds. Here is the Vicaro, what mob you ideally want to focus. Ideally you want to focus the big guy, because this guy will go to immune, and if you will hit this guy, and you will apply some like dots, you know, or something, if you're like dotted classes, you will just lose the buffs, because you will not be able to DPS it, because it will like it will jump to immune. So ideally you want to focus Skull Mark here. You see, because second guy is jumping and you cannot hit it, and you can lose damage this way. So right now it will be tank it again, javelin again, like we will stack them close, and we need to kill it as fast as possible. Also you can immune it with IMS and Turtle and Clock, I think. So here on Greg it's 4 stacks, you see I spell warded him so he will not die. And that's kind of the whole boss. Like right now it's intermission again, we're putting like lines through the boss, and right now it will be like damage for 2 targets, and they're sharing HP, so ideally you want to cliff all of them. And that's kind of it. Okay, next pack. There will be few more mobs. In the last area, a few more new mobs that we didn't talk about. First of all, here is this statue. If you will be channeling this statue, you will get 10% move speed and 10% haste for 30 seconds. You cannot channel it in combat, and if everyone will click it, it will be faster channel. This mob is just like the caster that I was talking before after first boss, like he's casting very often. This this is the new mob, this is the tank mob. He is doing the magic big hit and applying the absorb, but if you will be doing a step out from the mob, he will be always recasting it. And also he is like going to the ground and doing like the poop on the floor that you just need to dodge. This is the mini-boss. It is also casting very, very often cast. And this mini-boss will have few abilities. First ability will be the AoE. This is the AoE right now, the ritual. He is casting, healer just need to heal it. This is the Gloom Bite, the big tank kit, and right now I'm just like outrunning it. It will do step back to me, and it will cast it again, and I will like press big defensive. And this is big absorb, you see? And right now it is the like second ability from this miniboss. It is Spirit. Spirit means that it is summoning the mob, and whenever this mob is alive, the miniboss is immune by 99%, and also every 2 seconds when mob is alive, the miniboss is getting massive shield. So ideally what you want to do, you want to hold your damage a little bit and full swap to this spirit and kill it as fast as possible. So you need to kill this spirit as fast as possible, and miniboss has a shield right now, and you need to break this shield. That's kinda it. That's kinda it here. And right now it will be AoE again. And that's it. Here is Bite, press a big defensive, and this is the circle, like on the floor, that you need to dodge from this miniboss, and sorry, from this tank mob, and that's kinda it. Here we're playing like 2 casters, the same casters that are custom very often. I pulled the tank absorb mob. I will be outranging it. Oh, and also here is like elementals. Those elementals every, I think, 15 seconds are putting the big shield on random mob. This shield you can just like dispel, purge, and that's it. Or just like break it. It is not stoppable, it is not kickable, like nothing will help. It's just like that you need to dispel it, and that's it. One more mob. It is this miniboss. This miniboss will be only active if you will step on top of it. And what this miniboss will be doing, it is basically Floodgate Bubbles miniboss after the 3rd boss, but even worse. It is doing a lot of AoE damage. That damage is ramping, same as Bubbles, but also it is targeting one guy and doing massive damage towards him, and everything is overlapping, and basically unplayable. It is given around 6% count, 5.5 or something like that from what I remember, but really not worth it playing at all. So here is the same, like 1 miniboss, 1 caster, nothing new. And right now we will be channeling the haste buff, and right now we got 30 seconds for 10% haste and 10% move speed. It is like not that massive, but still something, you know. This pack is pretty annoying because all these mobs are jumping all the time. Like, these mobs are jumping, the green, the blue mobs are jumping, and they're casting, right? And the tank mobs are also jumping, so just like pretty annoying pack because everything is jumping all the time, and it's hard to stack them. Okay, here, to activate the last boss, you need to kill 2 mini-bosses from 2 different sides, left and right. I would say that right side is a little bit easier, because it is caster that is casting less often. So without cities, I would recommend to go right side, and with cities, I would recommend to go left side. So we're just like killing these mobs. Killing. Channeling the buff, I'm pulling some funnel towards the last boss. And on last boss, there will be basically, I would say, 3 mechanics. First mechanic, it is frontal. Right now it will do, like, this is AoE damage. This is like circle and timer, and it's calling TTS with AoE. Right now it will be circle. You want to press some small defensive on this. And you need to see your own soul. Your own soul will be with arrow above it, and you need to be able to soak this soul, your own soul, before the frontal cast will be finished. Otherwise, if you will not do it, your frontal will kill your soul, and you will reduce your haste by 30%, and you will get massive dot that will be doing a lot of damage. So right now I'm going through it, and I'm doing 10% more damage and 10% more healing. So that's like damage buff, and you always want to soak it no matter what. So with soak it right now, we are doing 10% more damage. The second mechanic will be circles. It will be, right now I will show. Circles are also doing damage. You want to press a defensive when circle will explode. And here in the middle I have soul 8 seconds. So basically here I have soul also. my soul will disappear in 8 seconds, and if I will not soak it, it will die, and I will get the haste reduction and big dot. And at the same time, my circle is 4 seconds, so I can soak it. I can soak my soul either with circle, and after move out and take spread, or after the circle. But if I want to soak it after the circle will explode, I need to make sure that my circle will not overlap with my own soul. So at this point, I need to run here, so my circle will not cover my soul, and after this, I will go and soak my soul. But you can also do it before. It's like, you can hold it a bit, maybe for your cities or something. And right now it will be frontal again, and you need to go and soak from the frontal. And the last ability of this boss, it is intermission. Intermission is doing massive damage, you want to press big defensive. And this boss, like if we're taking this as a circle, like this, right? The circle, like you can pre-position towards this side, where is the square right now, and the circles, like the frontals from the boss, the cons, will always go first here and here. So it will be like the first frontal, and so first soul you can soak here, right? And after drawing the second, the second will go like here and here. And the third one will be here. So what you want to do, you want to preposition here and go from 1 to 2. And it will be like 3 circles. So first soul, you can go here, and after the next frontal from the boss will be on the right. So you're pre-moving already to the right to be able to soak this soul. It doesn't really make sense to go here, because it will be more rotting, and you will be able to prolong debuff, like the buff, longer if you will go right, like all the time. And next circle, next frontal will be here on the right, and you're just moving to the right and soaking the last one. At the moment, right now, you have 30% damage buff and 30% healing buff, and this is kind of where you want to overlap your cities with, just to do 30% more damage, basically. Here will be 4 con circles and only 3 souls that you need to soak, and that's kind of it. And it will be always frontal into circles, into frontal, into intermission. So right now it is frontal, you're soaking your soul into circles. You can soak it like with your circle or move out, as I was saying before, and soak it later. You just need to make sure that this timer of your soul will not run out, otherwise you will take massive damage and haste reduction. And next it will be frontals again, and later it will be intermission, like in 2 seconds. So intermission starting, we are again prepositioning here, first frontal, moving to the right, soaking second mob. Here is the timer when the frontal will do a hit. This is the timer before you need to soak, and this is the amount of buffs that you have in this Azhiccar. And right now you are like delayed and soaking the third one as late as possible, just to, like first and second you can soak very early, but the third one you want to delay just to like prolong your buff at the end already. And that's kind of it overall, like nothing else is happening in this game. I hope it was a good video for you to learn for the first week. And yeah, thanks for watching, don't forget to follow, and see you soon, maybe more videos. Bye bye.